Hello guys, I am here to do the hashtag 50 Stack Challenge 7 hosted by Amy at the Crafty Cat 7212 on YouTube. And on Etsy with all her kits and everything, she's Crafty Cat and then USA in capital letters. And on Instagram, she's Crafty Cat 72. She drew 2 prompts Monday, which is today. She draws 2 a week for 25 weeks, and you will end up with 50 pieces of ephemera. Today, she drew cracked, kind of like my head, and wallpaper. I don't like these, but I'm going to do them. I'm going to be a team player. I just wiped this off. It was disgusting. The only thing I can come up with for cracked, excuse me for clearing my throat again. I better put this here because I'll freaking forget. I decided I was going to take a picture. This is out of a magazine, and I backed it at some point. Whoosh. This is still wet. Let's put this little piece of scrapbook down. I'm going to frame it, and I'm going to take a piece of plastic from this label, and I'm going to crack it, literally. And if I can crack phones, I can crack this. I decided. So let's see how it works. Hope everybody had a good weekend. I don't even know what I did. It's like a blur. Let's see. Well, I imagine I thrifted. I was supposed to clean a house on Saturday with my daughter-in-law, and she was sick, really sick. And I'm going to cut it with my knife. So I got off the hook, so my Lisa and I went thrifting. We have done so much thrifting, it isn't even funny. I'm going to just cut this. But she's going to be leaving. She's just back for a week. She's putting everything away. All her plants are dumped out in the cornfield behind me. She's got her flower pots upside down, put away. She's got all her, everything, all her outside furnitures put away. Everything's just going away. This is our plastic, and it's got a lip on it that needs trimmed. So there is that. Why did I cut that like that? That's even got one. So today, what's going on, guys? What did you do? I imagine some of you work still. Let's see. So I think to crack it, I'm going to cut it, obviously. Just like that. I think. Because how else am I going to do it? Let's go up. And then I think we will ink the edges of this to give it a little, I don't really know what I'm doing. It's just a thought I had. I had a volleyball game today. My granddaughter, that's one of my 13-year-old granddaughters. I have 2. My daughter and my son each have 13-year-olds. And went to her volleyball game. I do not understand volleyball. I mean, I know you serve the ball and it goes over the net, but I don't understand. Like when you watch ball, you have innings, right? There's no innings. I don't get it. There's quarters. It isn't even like that. I just don't get it. I just don't. I'm like, I don't get it. Who's serving? I mean, I get who's serving, but it's just, I never played volleyball, only in PE. I don't even know if we played it in PE. I don't think we did. I don't know. It's a very complicated sport to me. Whoa. Okay, that you can tell is cracked. And we're just going to leave it at that because I don't know. Let's see. So I went to that. I got me some good popcorn. Sat in the horrible bleachers. The bleachers are, when you sit on them, they're made to go like backwards sloped. So you have to like fight your back to lean forward. It's just the dumbest thing. I don't know why they make them like that. That's cracked. How cute is that? So I just get very uncomfortable at those things. But she saw me when she got out on the court and turned around and waved. It was so cute. Like, hi, Grandma. Hi, Grandma. And then tonight, about 7 o'clock, my phone rang, and it was my other 13-year-old granddaughter, and she calls me about once a week at night. I always go, hi, you bored? Yeah. They live in the country. They're the ones with the goats and chickens. And she wants a llama, but I want her to get a yak. My son and my daughter-in-law. I tell my daughter-in-law, because she's the veterinarian and the animal person, and I say, I want you to get yaks, and then she says, I can see one out in the field. So I kind of play on her sympathies for the animal person. Do you see the crack? Does it show up? I think I'm going to have to, oh, I almost knocked my water over. I think I'm going to have to do this and put it aside. Just so it'll work better. Went thrifting today because this morning I cleaned a house, and my daughter's on furlough from the government because of the shutdown. So she's off without pay. And I said, you want to go with me to clean? I'll give you half. She doesn't need the money. I just thought, spend time with me. And she goes, I'll go, but I don't want any of your money. So she went along, and she got to see what I do because she's never gone along. It was kind of fun. I just turned her loose and said, do this, do that, wipe the furniture, vacuum the floor, now mop the floor. That kind of thing. There's my cracked. Not too clever. Okay, now we have wallpaper. I'm going to take this. This looks like kitchen wallpaper, right? And I'm going to take a recipe. I got this. I thrifted this. I don't know when. From Eva, Christmas 1956. Maybe I don't want to tear into this. There I go. I'm hoarding. I'm a hoarding again. Maybe I should save the... no, let's just give it up. Good God, Linda. French toast. Wow, she typed them out. Oh, there's a written one. Popovers. I thought this had more. Banana, apple. I can't be so lucky as to find a cherry recipe. Apple crust, pie crust. Pie crust would work. Raisin pie. Wow, she's got pretty handwriting. Frosting. Vanilla frosting. Desserts. Graham cracker fluff. Oh, cherry whip. This is strawberries. Dang it. I thought I was having a brain fart. Okay. Eggs and cheese. I think that's it. Salmon loaf. Creole beef. Ooh, braised bear. What? Braised bear for David. 4 pounds of bear meat. Okay. That's it. We're not eating bear. Ugh. What am I going to do with it? I don't know. I'm going to make... Is there a right way to this? I can't tell if it's directional. I think it is. I think it's this way. Okay, how about if I make a page? I wish I had a little journal. I do. Here's one. I do. Here's one that's... Let's do it in here. Let's just do a cute little journal. Well, there we go. Shall we... Oh, this is... I don't want to... Do I want to glue this in? Why do I feel like I don't know what I'm doing? I'm really out of it. It's really late at night here. I'm going to glue this in. I'm going to actually tear it. Glue it on and put a little recipe in there. And it will be so cute. This could be the start of another little journal. I want to do a craft show so bad with my journals. I've never done that. I don't foresee that I would sell any big ones because that's a whole different price range that, you know. I think in my head, if people take something, spend a large amount they want to take home, like, you know, something that a woodworker did, or, you know what I mean, not a bunch of old rotten paper that we appreciate and love, but they're going to be baffled by. I think you'd have to have a bunch of little notepad kind of things, and I think it would be fun. That's all I'm saying. I think it would be fun. But it is so much work. I saw another card. It's actually for free in Marketplace. A card stand, you know, like from a store, and it spins, and it's plexiglass. I should see if it's still available. Where the hell am I going to put it, though? I don't know. I'm going to put it somewhere. I should call tomorrow about it, or text and see if it's still available. But it would be such a neat display. I mean, you can get a lot in those things. It's four-sided, clear plexiglass. It looks like something that would maybe be in like a gift shop, like a Hallmark store, or at my pharmacy. They have cards. They have the neatest cards at my pharmacy. You can get your medicine and buy a card at the same time. Let's see. We are going to put this right here. Okay, now we got to do, what's the thing? Wallpaper. This is our wallpaper. But we're going to turn it into a little recipe thing. I don't know how yet. So I went thrifting today because my daughter mentioned when she helped me clean this morning, back to this story, it's homecoming week, and they have, every day they have to dress a certain way. And today was upside down day, topsy-turvy, you know, mismatched, that kind of thing. And my kindergarten grandson refused to do it, which is fine. They don't have to play along. And he doesn't want to mismatch his clothes. He thought it was dumb, and she said he didn't get it. She said, tried to tell him it was just for fun. Well, he wouldn't do it. Didn't want to do it. Not going to mismatch his clothes. They didn't go together. And that's fine. I'm glad he's that way. And then tomorrow is team day, favorite team, like jerseys. And he likes Iowa State. But his funny thing is the entire family is not me, but my daughter, her husband, his family, they're all Hawkeye. Iowa Hawkeyes, which is black and gold. And it's Iowa, the University of Iowa. Well, he says, he says to his dad, my favorite team is the Cyclones, Iowa State. Well, Joe don't care. But anyways, he goes, what do you think of that? Anyway, he doesn't have anything to wear that's that. And I said to my daughter, Grandma will take care of that. So I came home and I told Lisa, Ronnie has to have, how am I going to do this? It would sure be cute in here, like a flip thing, wouldn't it? I really want it to be, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to tear it. So I got Lisa, we took off. I said, I'll drive. Let's go. We went to the thrift store that's a little more spendy because they have a lot of team clothes and they have them like a big rack and it's by size and they've got the Hawkeyes, then they've got the Iowa State, and then they've got like the 49ers and different, like national teams and stuff like that. And so I knew that would be the good store to go to because they have, and it's more expensive, but it's still, I knew we'd find it. Well, I found one, and it might fit, it might not, and it was only $2. So I got it. Then that's too perfect. Then we went to the other thrift store, and I found a sweatshirt in the Iowa State, and it was $1. All their children's clothes are $1 there. And I'm serious. It's a nonprofit, so people are really good to donate there. That's where I donate. I don't sell my stuff. I just donate it to that place. And it's also my favorite thrift store. Let's do this, and then maybe I'll put a pocket at the bottom. Anyway, I found 2 stocking hats with the Iowa State logos, a sweatshirt at that store, and then I got the shirt at the other store. So we got 2 shirts and 2 stocking hats. And I brought it all home, put it in the washer, and took it to the volleyball game with me. I said, it's all washed and ready. Do you want to look at it? No, he wasn't having it because he didn't want to be at the volleyball game. So he had colors and color book and a notepad to practice letters. We didn't want to do that. He'd been in school all day. So he watched Bubble Guppies or something on his mom's phone. Volleyball games take a long time. I'm telling you. It started at 4:15 and we were still there at 5:45. So after sitting in school all day, he ate popcorn and it was just like the day had to be done. It's just it. I think that's all I'm going to do, guys. There's my wallpaper. I wish I had more strawberry stuff. But I like my cracked. Let's see how that turned out. Throw those over there. That's cute. And this was hard plastic, so it is definitely cracked. Oh, wouldn't that be cute? I could do that, couldn't I? I'm just gonna put it in there. Let's just do it. We got a little family thing going on. Oh, so tomorrow, I got a bunch of stuff listed the last couple of days. I did like 4 a day or something like that. I just took some pictures before I sat down here. I'm going to put them on eBay tonight before I go to bed. I'm putting on a cat. I just thrifted this. I'll show you. I just got this today. It's very heavy. I don't know what this wood is, but Google will tell me. It's a carved cat. It's really heavy. I got this today. That's going on. It's just a little tchotchke thing. And this is numbered. It's marked, stamped on parakeet. And it's Napco, Japan. Parakeet. So he's going on there. I love him. So those 2 things are going to go on before I go to bed. All right, what do we think? We got cracked and wallpaper. I think that's okay. Cracked and wallpaper. I kind of want to put more of this on there. I think I will. It's kind of cute. I'm kind of on a roll here. So anyways, I hope everybody's doing good. Man, it didn't ever cool off here. Holy smokes. It was 50 degrees today. And we just had 80 all last week. It was awful. Actually, it was 90. 90 last week. And we still had humidity. And now all of a sudden it's 50 degrees. It's crazy. But it's going to be warmer tomorrow. Again, it's going to be back up to the 70s and then high 70s Wednesday. So crazy, crazy weather. And you know, we act like, I was telling my Lisa, we always act like it's, oh my God, this weather, it's raining, they're never going to get the crops out. We do this kind of thing. And every year it's the same thing. But it's so dry that my daughter told me that her father-in-law, they farm, that he was hoping for rain because a lot of people are having fires in the field because it's so dry. See, I don't know none of that stuff. I don't know none of it. But we did get rain today. And I think too much to be in the field. So that's probably a good thing. My son's in Seattle. About an hour and a half, I think he said south. Or one direction. I don't know. Can't remember. I read the message. Because I said, have you gone to the Space Needle yet? And they said, no, we didn't go into Seattle. I said, oh, I thought that's where you went. And they're not. Their friend, she's married. She moved out there from Sioux Falls because her husband's in the military and he got stationed out there. So they sold their house and moved out there. And they flew out to visit. Let's see. This is the up. So that's what they're doing. And they've been hiking. Beautiful pictures. Saw the ocean. I'm assuming it's an ocean. I try not to bother them. I just send text lovey things on their Snapchats when they share photos on there. Pictures are beautiful. I have not been out of the state except to go 2 hours away into South Dakota in years. The last big vacation I took was 2016, and I went to Washington, D.C., Arlington. That's it. I haven't been anywhere since. Isn't that crazy? Crazy. And I don't really care. I'm kind of over that part of my life, traveling. There, so we've got that and that and that. I think I'm going to be done. Watch me do one more thing. Let's do this. That's crazy how this just fit. Perfect. There we go. Looks like I've started a journal now. Got my wallpaper on, Amy. So tomorrow I have a 4-hour house. By myself, unless my daughter comes along. She's hoping for the vote to pass, that they'll go back to work. She is not getting paid until they go back, and then she'll get back pay. She works for the CCC, which is the Conservation Commission. And I think there's 7 people out of work with her right now. So she's been digging into closets, and she did her daughter's room one day. Then she went into her son's and went through his clothes and made a pile. And she said, today I had some really cute shirts. And she goes, Mom, please don't. He's got so much stuff and he only wants to wear the same 5 shirts. Let's see. I think this looks like the right side up. And so I put the shirts back and just got him the 2 Iowa State ones. He's a Spider-Man boy. I'm going to trim this a little. All right, I just wallpapered my kitchen. That's cute. cracked, and wallpaper, and I'm done. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave this handy though, because I think I might just do the whole thing and find some old. I've got lots of old recipe books, so, or I might just go on and write it and write it out myself on a recipe card and soak it up, and that's cute. I got ideas going now. All right, guys. Have a wonderful Tuesday. Let me know what you've been doing in the comments. Anything exciting on the weekend? I know Dolly does things with flea markets. God, I would be off spending money. Shopping. Ooh. It's got to be good price. It's got to be like $1 and under or $3 and under. Lost the pen. There it is. There it is. I would be no good at that. Oh, Thursday there's an estate sale, and it is monstrous. If you were my friend on Facebook, I would send you the link. You could watch the videos. I don't know how many sheds are packed full. And she quilted. She's got one shed is completely full of material, which I'm not interested in, but she has 8 china cabinets. Can you imagine? So it's a big estate sale. If you want to watch it, send me a thing on Facebook and I will give you the link. All right, guys. Happy Tuesday tomorrow. Bye-bye.